Welcome to this radio channel, and we are Wednesday, but we can already have a pretty good idea of what's happening in the solar activity and propagation side of things. As for the rest of the week, we are Wednesday, September 19th. Of course, I had my first report in the beginning of the week where we were kind of, maybe wondering if we would get some unsettled conditions. So, it's not been too bad. It's not been perfect. I mean, K-index often were at 3, really close to the unsettled level that starts at 4. So it did have a small impact, but overall propagation should have probably been quite good in general, even though solar flux is very low. I mean, the solar flux is at 60, let me just check it out here, 68. So of course, typical solar minimum, no sunspots, and basically this is very, very typical. We'll have the lower frequencies are to be the best, of course, because of this. What's going to happen in the next few days? So propagation shouldn't be too bad. We are in the typical fall conditions, or in this basically the spring conditions, beginning of spring conditions in the southern hemisphere. I would probably prefer calling it the typical equinox radio season, because equinox is the same on both sides. So basically we have in a couple of days we'll be at equal day and night everywhere. It's a great time for propagation, for listening to stations. It's interesting to see what we hear at this time of year. I always love this period of time. The conditions should be pretty quiet on the solar activity side. I mean, no sunspots. There's, of course, the K-index should actually be pretty low, 0, 1, not much more than that, until about Sunday of this week. There will be an increase as the weekend arrives, and especially on the end, like Sunday or Monday, there might be an increase in geomagnetic activity again, because there's a coronal hole here. Now, this is not what we call geo-effective position yet. It will be when it crosses the center of the disk here. So first it needs to be there, then it takes a couple of days for the solar wind to arrive and maybe trigger some unsettled conditions. So of course that means we have a few days now that it's going to be a little quiet before things maybe kind of get unsettled again. So enjoy the next few days. I think propagation should be pretty good because of that, and because of the fact that the solar wind gusts are kind of ending. So expect pretty good conditions for the next few days, and I think we're gonna have a lot of fun. I'll be tuning around in the next few days, trying to post a few videos. I want to do a couple of walk in the park videos using my Texan PL680, or maybe even another one. I have a few ideas of walk in the park with even low end receivers like the Texan R9012 analog and stuff like that. See what we can hear, actually, just for the fun of it, and hook a little piece of wire to a tree branch or something, just to see what we can hear on the different bands. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So tune around our channel for that. Maybe a couple today, if I have a little bit of time later, and maybe about tomorrow. There's a good chance I'll have several. Today and tomorrow I want to kind of devote more time to the radio channel, so I might have a few more tomorrow, and interesting stuff. And of course we have our live shows coming this week. There's the shortwave show on Friday, 2000 UT. There's a VHF show this weekend, 2000 UT on Saturday. So tune in, hope you enjoy, and enjoy what should be pretty good radio propagation in general for the next few days. If you enjoy our videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Thank you for watching.